guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Serein, and today's video is a first impression foundation review on the new Pure Cosmetics Bare It All foundation. So this is supposed to be a 4-in-1 foundation, and they also launched two new brushes. This one and this one. This is the foundation one and this is the concealer one. So with all of my first impression reviews, I show you guys how I apply it on half of my face, compare it, use my super Ultra HD unforgiving vlog camera to do check-ins throughout the day with my final thoughts at the end of the day on how the product wears, who I think it might be geared towards, and whether or not I enjoyed it personally. So if you'd like to see how this new full coverage Bare It All foundation from Pure Cosmetics performs, then just keep on watching. I'm super excited to test out this new Pure Cosmetics Bare All foundation. So what it says here is it's $39. It's a 12-hour 4-in-1 skin perfecting foundation. It's supposed to conceal, perfect, performs, and energizes the skin. It's vegan friendly, gluten-free, paraben-free, and cruelty-free. You're going to have Energy Complex, Serein Complex, and Blue Agave. Now, Pure Cosmetics is a sister company to Cosmetics, which I really enjoy. I think they're a very great high-performance skincare line. So a lot of the technology is kind of like interchangeable between the two. So Pure Cosmetics makes a lot of good skincare infused makeup thanks to Cosmetics. Benefits is that our Energy Complex is a combination of green tea, ginseng, and B vitamins that stimulates the skin's metabolic renewal process. Now, green tea has a lot of antioxidants, which helps your skin protect itself from free radicals. It also is a great natural way of absorbing excess oils without over drying the skin. Serein Complex helps smooth, firm, and lift the skin's appearance for an ageless complexion. Agave hydrates and nourishes the skin. The cool thing is they also launched these two brushes that remind me a lot of the Artiste brushes. Now, this is the Skin Perfecting Foundation brush at $28, which is a third of the cost of an Artiste brush in this size. This is great for creams, powders, bronzers, face, and body. Then they also launched the Skin Perfecting Concealer brush. This is a little big. I feel like this is almost like big enough for my face, but this is $22. These are synthetic fiber brushes. They're cruelty free. This is great for concealer, highlighter, or contouring products. So again, this is a third of the price of an Artiste brush. The brushes are slightly different in shape compared to the Artiste, because let me just pull out my Oval 8, which is the closest in terms of size to the foundation one. So you can see that these are more of a straight cut and this kind of tapers. It's also a little bit more rounded, whereas this one's a little bit more flat. And yeah, so, but similar concept, very densely packed. So I'm going to use the foundation brush to apply my makeup, but let's go in with a little primer on one side of my face. As always with my Tester Tuesdays, my skin is prepped and cleaned and hydrated. I'm going to use the Juice Beauty Phytopigment Illuminating Primer on the left side of my face. This primer is just very nice at plumping up my skin, offering a little bit more brightness, but nothing crazy because I don't want to try it with anything that's going to change the texture or the formulation of the foundation. So while the primer is kind of setting on the left side of my face, I'm going to go in with the right side of my face that has no primer. It's just my normal skincare, which is a lot of hydration. And I'm trying out the shade Light. So it's a very, oh no, the sun's coming out. So it's a very traditional formula. Immediately, I'm gonna dab this just along the right side of my face. It's very creamy. I'm gonna use this brush and blend it out. Ooh, it's kind of like sticky and tacky. The easiest to blend, actually. It like sticks. Huh. I'm actually gonna turn on my vlog camera. That coverage is intense. Like you can see, wow, the difference in terms of that coverage. The shade's a little bit light, but nothing bronzer won't fix, but that is full freaking coverage and it's sticky, like in a good way. because it's like stuck. I'm gonna go in on the left side of my face. Wow, that is like intense coverage. I feel like this brush is a little intense. Like this brush is huge. This is not, I'm gonna go in with this brush. My face is not big enough for that brush. Yeah, that is some full coverage foundation there. Wow, and it like sets immediately. I don't even feel like I have to powder. That's insane. So I didn't use as much on this side, but I will add a little bit so I am even. I almost feel like my fingers are better at blending this in. And then just smoothing it out with the brush. This is like so freaking intense in terms of coverage, but I love it because it's not drying. Like a lot of the times, like full coverage foundations are super mattifying or drying, and this one just like immediately sets. It's like sticky, but it sets, and then it's really kind of nice. Like if you wanted balm makeup, this is like no freckles here. Ooh. Well, now I have too much here. Okay, we're gonna just build this sucker up. Okay, you guys can see this is definitely a full coverage foundation. It covered up any redness, any discoloration. Like, what I like about it though is it's not drying, it's not mattifying, but it does set. Like it's a little tacky at first, but then once you like blend it in, it's not going anywhere. This is really kind of cool. Yeah, it's very impressive actually. So I'm gonna apply the rest of my makeup and I will check back in afterwards. Hey guys, so I put this foundation on around 1 p.m., like a little bit before 1. It's been maybe 20 minutes since I finished my makeup. Just want to say this is like freaking full coverage. This is a lot more full coverage than I'm used to wearing, but I kind of like it. I feel like it does an amazing job. Sorry, I can't speak. Yeah, it works really well with my dry skin around here because normally with full coverage, like I've mentioned like a ton already, it's usually really matte and it's usually drying or it's like a flatter look, and this doesn't give me that super flat look that I find a lot of ultra full coverage foundations give me. So I like that it's hydrating, but it's not greasy, it's not oily. It like just looks really good for a full coverage. I mean, I need to blend this. This is always a situation here. It's kind of cloudy, so this is like combination one studio light and then I'm standing by the window. But yeah, I will check in a few more hours. Hey guys, so I didn't get a chance to do any check-ins today and I totally apologize for that. But I've had this foundation on for 9 hours. I put it on at 1, it is 10. And I have to say, without any touch-up, I've been touching my face, I've been crying, and it looks freaking phenomenal. So Jackie was over and I was like, look at my foundation, because she really loves full coverage foundations, and she's like, what is that? And I told her it was the new Pure one. She's like, oh my gosh, I have to try that. So I really think this is an amazing full coverage foundation that doesn't look matte or flat. It looks like skin but full coverage. So you're gonna see the makeup in real life. It just looks flawless. I kind of look like a porcelain doll because it is a little bit light for my skin tone. You can see like I'm a little bit darker down here. but you can see like the coverage is still doing an amazing job. I like it because it isn't pilling up with my dry areas. I mean, you can see it a little bit here, but not horrible, not as bad as most full coverage foundations tend to do for me. It's still covering everything, and I think it looks really good. I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit more for those full coverage days. So if you are looking for something that's ultra long lasting, that is a little bit more geared towards maybe dry skin or normal skin, and you don't like that really matte finish, but you want that full coverage, this will be the foundation to test out. I mean, I'm pretty darn impressed, but with the ingredients that they say it's in here, I'm also kind of like, well, yeah, that makes sense, because you're hydrating the skin, but you're also balancing it with the green tea. You have some great skincare properties in it, and it really is like thick when you're applying it. So if you want that full coverage, definitely use a brush, a dense brush, but just also know that when you apply it, it's a little bit sticky, but once it sets, it's not sticky. Like, it's bizarre. So it's kind of cool. It's really kind of cool. I do really recommend this. I think I'm more golden medium, which I'll test out later this week, but today I was wearing light, and I made it work with some bronzer, but definitely a little bit light for what I'm going for. Really like it. Like, this is my vlog camera, so you can see all the texture. Like, this foundation's like pretty impressive. It's wearing a little bit here. This is my oily areas. I don't think you even need a primer. I actually prefer the side without primer, which is this side. This is the side that I had the Juice Beauty Illuminating Primer, and you can see it's a little bit more textured here versus here. No primer, primer. But of course, I always change my mind when I see things out of the camera, like when I actually edit things. So I really like this foundation. I don't know why people aren't talking about it more. I feel like everybody like was excited about it and showing it off at the like trip that Pure took them to, but then nobody has been talking about it. I haven't, or maybe I just haven't seen the videos, but like no one's done a dedicated review or anything on this stuff, and it's pretty freaking phenomenal. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to wear it for 12 hours because it's 10 o'clock. Like I said, I need to eat something and go to bed, or try to go to bed. I've been having trouble sleeping, but I do need to like start that process of getting ready for bed. So, but I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. You can see it's not gonna go anywhere. Like, I'm not greasy at all. I'm not flaky. It's not wearing off at all. Like, this is where I touch my face a lot. Like, it's freaking good. It's good, man. It's pretty impressive. So yeah, so those are my thoughts. If you want to hear more about it, definitely check out my Makeup Bag Mondays, my New and Beauty, and my monthly favorites, where I update you guys on products I'm loving. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you've tried that, if you tried out this foundation, please let me know your thoughts. Let the community know. It's a great place for us to learn from each other, because my opinion is just my opinion. I'm just one person, but together we can share a mass amount of knowledge and kind of help each other out. If anything, I hope my video helped motivate and inspire you to look and feel your best from the outside in. I know when I look and feel my best, I'm just a lot more capable at dealing with whatever life has to throw at me. And if anything, I hope my video helped you unwind, de-stress from your night, or just take your mind off of whatever it is that you wanted to take your mind off of. YouTube for me has literally saved my life in some of the darkest times I've ever encountered, and it's continued to do that for me, and that's why I keep making videos. So I hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys back here for Friday's video, which will be my evening skincare routine. Bye!